the number. Did I get it right? I'm still learning. My Igbo is under construction, so I greet you. And please don't mind my voice. I think I have the flu, so my voice is a bit funny today. But I hope I'm audible. I hope everybody can hear me. Hey, Mr. Frank is laughing at me. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry, we are working on it. Okay, good. Thank you very much. I can see people can hear me. So, like I said, today we're discussing something very important because we need to know how we got to this point where brothers, let me use that word, brethren and brothers, came to a point where we are divided and we had each other's truth. One of the reasons why the enemy was able to stand is because they preyed on our division and it growed. And today, children of the same lineage, children that shared the same bloodlines and one ancestry, look at each other and call ourselves strangers and even plot our own downfall, sabotaging ourselves. And look at where we have found ourselves in the midst of enemies and people who has overrun us, and we are here trying to put those things back together, trying to know where we have to be, trying to know our identity. Because one of the things that was taken and one of the things that stood against us was the fact that we lost our identity, we lost our ways, we lost our culture, we lost our savior, and that is in the name of Chukwokike Abiyama. We turned our back, and that has brought us to this point where we are, where the enemies have besieged our gates and done all kinds of evil. And today we are totally lost of who we are. But thank the Most High for Chukwokike Abiyama that people like us, you, me, in this platform, people like Mazi Simon Ekpa, people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is here today. My brothers and my sisters, I welcome all of you. I can't mention everybody's name, but I see my sister, Biafrans First Love. I greet you. Um, Adax, I greet you. Everybody here, all protocol observed. Everybody, I greet you. And I welcome you to today's program, State Today. And we hope that today, like other days, will bring us closer and closer to who we are. Um, I would like to appreciate University for all he's doing, hosting the space, even in his tight schedule. He hosted the space, and we have to make this work. So, with no further ado, I would like to first of all Oh no, they've kicked him out again. Okay. Like I said, today we're discussing about the kingdom, what we do, the Asian kingdom, what we do, how it came about, and how we scattered, and how we are trying to make tie all the knots. Because I've in this several times in this platform, we have asked the question how we got to this point, how we became scattered, how we spoke different languages, and how come we can't understand each other. And like I would always say, if we really go deep into study and see things from the way it is, we all speak the same. It's just that over the years, tonations and what's the word? Accents have changed a lot of things. But when we check deeply at things, we will understand that we need our one people. I would like to see, sir, I have invited you. That is Mazi Metuchai. Please accept your invitation, please. I know that you did mention that you'll be here for a while. So let us not delay and let's just get to where we have to be. Just accept your invitation. Let me do it again. I have sent you the mic again, sir. Um, like I said, today it's going to be an interesting one, and I hope we all came here prepared to listen to some certain truths. Okay. Without any delay, I would like to invite a man I call a teacher, because in my work of trying to understand certain things about my identity, the Most High Chukwu made me come across or cross paths with this man, and he himself has put some certain things into clarity for me. And today I invited him because I wanted um, um, today's program to be detailed and eventful. So
Mic
we
is
would.
on. Okay.
Okay, I can hear you, sir.
My mic is on, right?
Yes, your mic is on. I can hear you. Just hold on a minute,
Yeah.
sir, please. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So I have invited him because I wanted today's topic to be more detailed and more elaborated. So we're having him today. I mean, he's not somebody that is always available online, but today he's here, and we're going to discuss this issue so we can all understand the genesis of everything that has divided both the interlands and the coastal region, as we like to call ourselves, that has made a whole lot of loopholes, created a whole division for us and made us feel like we're not one people. And I hope at the end of today, we would leave here confirming and confirming who we are. So with no further delay, please, I would pass the mic to one I call my teacher and my brother from the same lineage, Mazi Imetuchai. Please, you have the mic
Okay.
and make yourself known.
Okay. Um, Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah,
I hope you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Yes. Let me correct one or two things. I welcome you all. I may not be able to call you by your names one by one, despite the fact that I see Christo, I see Afara, I see Frank, I see Simon, I see Biggest, I see Biggest, I see Simon, I see David, Otunwam Igwebike, and all the rest. Chizoba is there, where can you see? I want to say, like she said, all protocols observed. I greet you all, my brothers and my sisters, from one family, I also want to use this opportunity to reach out to us. Let me correct one of the things that she said that is not actually correct. She is my sister from the same lineage, from the same tribe, but I am not Urobo. I am not Urobo. I know some of you will be thinking, what is he talking about? I am not Urobo, but she's my sister. But the truth is that I am not a Mazi. I am not what? A Mazi. Most of us do not really understand the meaning of the word Mazi. Mazi actually is not really Mister. Mazi is a word used for the first son of a family, whether nuclear or otherwise. When the father of the household is no longer alive, the first son from either the first wife or the second wife, who happens to be the eldest son of the family, becomes the Mazi. So Mazi simply means the first son who represents his father. That is the meaning of Mazi in the sense of the people who use it, which is the Arab people. And going by the names here, I can observe that some of us are some people they call Igbo, while some call themselves Urobo, some call themselves Isoko, and so on and so forth. Like she said, we are going to deal with some matters that is beyond what we've ever been heard or what we've been told ab initio. This whole world you see lies in deceit. Each and every one of us, at a point in our lives, at a moment in our history, we have lived a lie. Some of us are bearing names that have no meaning. Please, you permit me, because I'm going to say certain things that will move you out of your seat. And I want to beg you to be matured enough to stomach what I'm going to say. Take your paper, take your biro, hold them on and write them. The word Emetuchai is actually not my name. Because of the struggle of the restoration of Biafra and the restoration of the priesthood of my forefathers, I abandoned my pastoral ministry. I've been a pastor for over 13 years. But when I discovered that it was all a lie, I abandoned it and began to pursue what is true. Now, let me explain the meaning of Emetuchai. Emetuchai is a Hebrew and a Yiddish word. Emet in Yiddish or Kazakh means truth. Truth. Then Uchai is an interpolated word by those who claim to be Israel, those people who live in Jerusalem. Please take note of what I'm going to be saying, because I will not be speaking Hebrews. I will not speak based on the words which you know. But when I speak words, I'm going to explain their meanings to you. Those in Jerusalem, where you call Jerusalem, that place is not called Jerusalem because there is no J in our original language. The place is known as Jerusalem. Iru means city. Salam is a verb that qualifies the noun that means peace. Now, what is peace? Peace is Udo. So when you hear Jerusalem, it means the city of Udo, where they greet with open hands. Salam comes from the word. The Arab says they call it Assalamu alaikum. It is not Assalamu alaikum. It is your own language. It is Assalamakuto Njiwe Nabatagolo. Then you will reply, Leakam Assalam. So Esala Kage means I have opened my hand of peace to receive you. So when you hear Assalamu alaikum, it is not their language, it is your own very language. I know why I'm saying this. Now, my names, if you want to call me, you call me either Emetucha, I don't put any mazi, or you call me the priestly apostle. The priestly apostle. Can somebody hear me? Are you guys with me?
Yes, we can hear
Hello?
you, sir. I can hear you. Yes, I
Yes,
can hear you.
please take your biro and your paper. We're about to hit the road. So once again,
Please. Okay, sorry. If you can hear, just please give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
okay,
You
I
can
can see
continue, sir.
them. David Nemeka Onandi. I saw it. I heard that. Now I learned that the topic is about Urobo Isoko, Igodomigodo, and each and every one of us who were supposed to be children of one parent. But now let me tell you something. Like my sister said, she said, I'm going to be brief. But anyway, I had to do everything I had to do for today last night. So I didn't sleep last night. I was still on till about 4 a.m. So I think I'll spend some time with you guys so that we can get this whole charade. We can get this whole charade put in its proper place. As I speak, I'm also going to speak a little from what you know as the Bible. But I'm going to be speaking the original words from the Bible, not the interpolated words which you have known or they taught you over the years. Now, before I go into the kingdom of Idu, I need to establish something to us. And what is that? I need to actually establish the fact that every single name, the name of a person, the name of a place that you know written in the Bible, sorry, I'm going to use a harsh word, they are all lies. None of them is true. None of the names you see in the Bible you read, none of the names you see in the books that they gave to you as spiritual book is true. They are all lies. The places where the events of the ancient times took place, the same people who hate you decided to do what we call interpolation. They did what we call using epithets and monikers to remove what is original and replace it with what is not true, so that they will confuse you in this generation. They will make you hate your own self, because before you start loving the man across the river, which originally was known as Oshimili Obaru, and they changed it to River Niger. The Oshimili Obaru, which they changed to River Niger, happens to be the dividing river between Ido and Anyem. The land from Onisha to Congo is known as Anyem, while the land from Asaba or Ahaba, as it may be, to Gambia is known as Ido. So Ido and the Anyem are the same space that belongs to one person. Now, do you know that? Do you really know that from the Gambia, despite the fact that it's been divided into the Gambia and Senegal, from the Gambia all the way to Malawi in central southern Africa happens to be Hebrew West Africa. Every land from Zamfara State, the boundary between Zamfara and the river, Oshimili River, which we call River Niger, all the way to Boni, to Satome and Principe, where you call Panya, Hebrew West Africa. This land was called Hebrew West Africa, dating back the 1,300 years. Write it down. 1,300 years before Maduelu Masrichi was born. Who is Maduelu? Do anybody know who Maduelu is? Do you know who Maduelu is? Sorry.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ask my people. Do anyone, I want somebody to confirm. Do any one of you know who Maduelu is?
Yes, can you hear me, sir? I do.
I know you. Yes. I need someone else.
And what do you say? What do you call it? Hello?
Okay, Umadu Olu Masirichi.
Okay. I don't pronounce it very well. I don't understand.
Hello. Okay. Hello.
I can hear you.
It seems nobody is hearing me.
No, everybody's hearing you. Voice is not coming properly. Your voice is not coming clearly this side. I don't know why. Hello? Your voice is coming slowly here. It's not coming properly.
Okay, if you can.
Voice is not coming properly.
On my end, I don't know if it's only me. I don't know.
They can. Okay, if you can hear, just thumbs up. Okay, Frank can hear you. David Nana can hear you.
I can hear you now. I can hear you, my lady. I can hear you now.
Okay.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I said, do you know who Maduelu Masrichi is?
I don't know.
Okay. And I know you are a Christian.
No, I'm not a Christian. I'm a traditionalist.
Okay. The person they told you his name is Yehoshua HaMashiach or Jesus or Jesus. That is not true. That person is your elder brother whose original name is Maduelu Masrichi. Masrichi means that this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. Nwa m hụrụ n'anya onye ihe ya masịrị m. Did you hear that?
Go ahead.
Okay. 1,200 years before he was born, our people were already living in this land, running from Gambia to Congo, and it is known as Hebrew West Africa. Now, having said that, the Hebrew people who live here as a tribe, all of the 10 sons who lived here had a portion where they lived. They had their portions where they lived. Each and every one of them living at different portions. 2, the children of Jacob, the one they told you is Jacob, are 12 in number. And those 12 of them, it was only 10 that were recorded who lived in this land, the land you call Biafra land, or the land you now know as Southern Nigeria. Having said that also, their siblings, the descendants, known as the children of Abiama, were also living around them. Because I'm getting to somewhere, I want you to understand the difference between being a descendant of Abiama and the children of Esrelu, the one you know as Chikobo. I want you to get that clearly first before I dive into Idu. Now, Chikobu gave birth to 12 children. His first son is Enyeri Benaya. Enyeri Benaya is the first son. The one they told you is Reuben, Ibe. The second son's name is Chimnanu. The one they said is Shimon. The third son's name is Eloah, which they told you is Levi. And it happens to be the priest. Eloah was the one that was given the right to stand in the sanctuary to speak the truth in righteousness. The fourth son's name is Ehioda. The one they told you is Judah. The sixth son's name is Iduani. I want you to write it down. Iduani. And not Dan. His name is Iduani and not Dan. What you have in your Bible is Dan. There is nobody whose name is Dan. His name is Iduani. Chineduai. Iduai means Chineduai. Are you with me? Are you guys following me? I hope my voice is audible. Okay. His name is Iduai. And it happens that Iduai was supposed to be the army general that is supposed to defend the land and the people. While they were living in the land, though they met some people who crisscrossed the space. Those people are the people they told you their names are, they are called the Guineans. The people they call the Guineans today actually lived in the land dispersely from Equatorial Guinea to Guinea-Bissau and Guinea-Conakry. These were the people who actually lived in the land. And these were those people you call the Eskimos. Those people you call Wanchi. Some of you who are Igbos here, they call them Wanchi. They are the Eskimos. So when our people came down here, they discovered that those people were flesh eaters. They were cannibals. They were living a very useless and inefficient life. And our people, the Hebrews, began to gradually fix the entire environment. Iduai occupied the land today you call Cote d'Ivoire. Chimnonu occupied the land today you call Sierra Leone. Ochia, the one you know as Ashan, occupied the land today you know as Ghana, Ashanti. Ehioda, the one you know as Judah, occupied the land you know as Ouida, Benin Republic. Then Idu himself, who came in as a leader to fight and to defend the land, was raised as a general to stay in the land you now call Igodomigodo. The land you call Igodomigodo have been transformed or have experienced about 4 different stages of interference. First of all, the land was called after the name of my own forefather. After the name of my own forefather. And who is that? His name is Eloah. But Eloah gave birth to his first son. And his first son's name is Leibenu. Leibenu. Leibenu is somebody's name. Leibenu is actually the name of my own descent. He is the first son of the first son of Eloah. Eloah is the third son of Chikobu, the one they told is Jacob. And Eloah gave birth to his first son. His first son is Obericho Onye, the one they said is Gershom. Then Gershom himself now gave birth to his first son, who he called Laban. Laban simply means, look at this one, he is white like salt, which literally means albino. Which means what? Albino. Albino. But when he got to the land, those whom he met called him Igbo. Igbo, in the tongue of the ancient people who lived in that land, is simply Oyibo, the fair one. Igbo means the fair one, which they call Oyibo today. And some people, like when you get to Edo, they spell it as E-B-O. Today you are calling it I-B-O. No, Igbo. Igbo means the fair one. That is my forefather. That is my lineage. And he came to that place with his younger brother, the one they call Chime. And Chime today, his children are still there in Iseluku, where they have what you call the Ezechima clan. So I'm going to stop here in trying to clarify the names of the children of Chikobu. Having said what I said concerning Idu, the reason I said what I said is for you to understand the meaning and the source of the word Idu. Most people don't know the source and the meaning of the word Idu. They say Idu is an ancient kingdom. How did Idu come about? I was privileged to speak with some people in Ogoja, where you have Agabe Idu, and some people in Eboy, where our prime minister comes from. You know, our prime minister is also Agabe Idu. He's Agabe Idu. The people in Ogoja are Agabe Idu. In the clan of the Yala, they call them Agabe Idu. So, what is the meaning of Agaba? Agaba is a powerful warrior, a strong man. And because he's a powerful warrior and a strong man, over the years, people thought that Agaba is able. When a masquerade is coming and it says Agaba, no, Agaba is a word attributed to a very powerful, strong individual. That this man is an Agaba. You cannot shake him, you cannot push him. So, when I was talking with them, they told me that Idu in their language means the black viper, that black snake. I laughed. Why did I laugh? I actually laughed because they weren't wrong somehow, but they took the word literally. The word Idu does not actually represent the black mamba, the snake, the viper, or whatever they call it. No. The word Idu literally simply means our leader. Onye edu anyị, Idu anyị, Chi edu anyị. So, Idu, how did it come about? The snake issue, how did it come about? You know, Chikobu blessed his children. And when he was blessing his children, he said, Idu, which they told you his name is Dan, Iduai, because of the way you do your things, you are going to be like a snake, a serpent, like a serpent by the way. And you will strike your enemy's horse on its heels, and your enemy will fall face flat. Now, note that word. He said, you are going to be like a snake. Being like a snake does not make him a snake. I don't know if anybody from Okoja is here. Like a snake does not make you a snake.
Is it
So
like it's
that
going to be a funny man?
he said no, that he's going to be very dangerous in war tactics. He's going to fight with some form of wisdom and understanding of war antics. He's going to be an expert in leading the people during the war seasons or war times. So Idu has nothing to do with snake. Idu is somebody's name. And that word is Iduani, Onye Iduani. And at that moment, when my own forefather, Ilebinu, was there in the land as a priest, overseeing the land as a priest, this was actually 3,000, please write that 3,200 years ago. 3,200 years ago. It was the priests who took care of the place. So the priests will not go to war. They needed the people that defend the land. And the person that actually defended the land was Idu and his descendants. Those that came of Idu were the ones that would defend the land. And this is the reason people are confusing Ilebinu and Idu. I'm going to help us to separate most of these things so that we now understand which one is which. The small enclave where the priest lived in Okomu, is there any Edo person there? Hello? Do we have any Edo person? Any Edo person there?
Yeah,
Yes.
Edo people are here.
Yes, I think my brother Ben Wabo.
Igodomigodo people. We don't call them Edo, we call them Igodomigodo.
Okay.
Okay, now there is a place we call Okomu. They call it Okomu now, but that word is Okomu. What does it mean? Literally, it means the divine forest where the priests go to take his leaves and roots for the sake of healing. But today, Nigerian government has handed over that place to the Dutch people, Netherlands. They are there planting trees and using the roots of the trees to go and make medicine far away in Europe. That place is still existing. That is where my own forefathers. It's called Okomu. If an Edo person is there, the person should know. They call it Okomu, O-K-O-M-U. But the actual word is Oko-Omu. Omu means where you find the raffia palm, which they use to either fight evil or fight men of wicked countenances. So that forest is still there. The Netherlands are in charge of that forest today. And meanwhile, the owners of the so-called place we call Ibenu, which has been translated to Ilebinu by the Yorubas, and Bini by those who are trying to hide their own identity. Because there is nothing like Bini, there is nothing like Ilebinu. The word is Ile Ibenu, that this man is so white that he looks like salt. So that small place you call Bini is actually the place where the priest lives. It's not a big place, it's a small place. Within that Oba roundabout and the Oba Palace, that is actually the place Ilebinu lived. And that is the small place you actually call Ilebinu, Abinishu in the ancient times. Now, but when it comes to Idu, the man that was taking care of the kingdom, that stood as the security man to ward off intruders, happens to be Idu and his children. That's Idu's children. So majority of us who claim Idu are not actually Idu's descendants. What we are is that we are part and parcel towards Idu. Ilebinu is not a kingdom. The kingdom became Idu because the general in charge were the descendants of Idu. They are the ones that go to war to defend the enclave. Idu was never a kingdom from ab initio. It was a family thing. People who lived together to protect their state until they began to build a city-state in the environment. Now, the establishment of that state did not take place until the walls were built. The walls that surrounded the small enclave where we call Beni was built. And it was not more than 100 hectares. It was not more than 100 hectares of land. It's just a place where the priests and the leaders sit in council to rule the land. But when the people grew in stature and they grew in strength, they began to move into the entire environment, spanning from Asaba all the way to Zamfara, ruling the environment all the way to Benin Republic. Some of you have not asked, why do we have Benin Republic and we'll have Benin in this place? It is the same people. Our forefathers owned the space all the way to what you call Badagry before they now meet the kingdom of Judah, what they call the kingdom of Judah. That person you call Judah, Judah is not his name. His name is Ehioda. When he was born, his mother said, now I will dance, I will shake my bum bum, I will do everything to praise the Most High. So when they tell you that Judah means praise, his name is not Judah. His name is Ehioda. So sing and dance and shake your body because the Most High has given you another male child. Agama Hirochimoda. The Urugu man calls it Ihe. You know, is that true? My co-host, I hope that is true.
Yes.
That's correct.
That's correct, sir.
You call it Ihe?
Yes.
You call it Ihe, right?
Yes.
So the word is Ihe, Ehioda.
Ihe or Eha, either of the two dialects.
To dance, to shake your bum bum, to sing and shake all your bodies because you are joyful, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, having said that, Idu began, like I said, as a small state. Little by little, it expanded. And little by little, the trade began. And meanwhile, every other tribe living in the land, from top to bottom, we are coming from all walks of life to come and do business in the kingdom. And what business were they doing in the kingdom? It was the business of palm oil, which was championed by the Urobo people, which gave them the name Urobo, and a worship center anchored by the descendants of Eloah, through the man they call, like I said, Lebinu. So it became a place where they go in and come out. It is called Ijepota. Eba de Ejeje Apota Apota. You go in and come out. I want you to take note of that word. A place where you go in and come out. Because the other place they told you is where they go in and come out. It was forged. That one was forged. The original place people come and go is actually Ilebinu. It's actually Ilebinu. That's where people come and go. I don't want to spill the word right now. If I spill the word, I'm going to go sharp. It's actually Ilebinu that people come and go. So with this, the enclave began to attract people from all walks of life. And prior to this time, our forefathers have lived in that land for at least 1,000 years from when they came in. In that 1,000 years, their fame have gone everywhere, all the way to ancient Kemet. Their fame has gone wide. People were coming by their boats. People were coming from all walks of life to come and do business in that place. They come to buy cowries, they come to buy elephant tusk, they come to buy palm oil, they come to buy the gold that they bring from Zamfara back to the land. They come to buy so many things within the environment. They come to buy wood, timbers. They also come to buy herbs for healing. So when they discovered that this place was very rich and that the people here were being protected greatly, the people here were being protected greatly, they began to scheme. A conspiracy was born. A conspiracy was born. When my sister said that we lost Idu because we were not united, it's not 100% true. We lost Idu because our forefathers accepted every big and hurry that comes into the environment with all manner of nonsense, witchcraft, voodoo, wickedness, azeh, and each and every one of them coming in from the Ashanti kingdom, coming in from the Twi kingdom, coming in from the Akan kingdom, and coming in from the Kwa people. From the Kwa people. Do you know who they call the Kwa people? Do anyone of you know who is Kwa?
Who are the Kwa people?
The Kwa people are those people who have refused to divulge their identity to you. And who are they? The Yoruba people. They are not Yoruba. They are not Yoruba. The word is Yariba. Yariba means a people that cannot be trusted. But that is not actually their name. Their name is Kwa. The Kwa people are direct flesh and blood to the Ashanti people, to the Twi people of Burkina Faso, to the Ashanti of Ghana, and to the Akan of Ghana. That is their brothers. The so-called Yorubas, as you know them, are actually siblings of the Ashanti, of the Twi, of the Akan people of Ghana. And okay, let me also warn you, those of you who want to know your history 100%, please, anytime you are dealing with the issue of Idu, if anybody brings in the Yoruba history, turn your back and chase the person away, because the Kwa people did not come close to our kingdom until the 10th century. Are you with me? So anything anybody tells you that has to do with the Yoruba version of the kingdom of Idu, throw it away. It is an interpolated voodoo history. I'll also tell you how this kingdom was scattered. It was still the conspiracy that got it scattered. Now, how did they scatter this kingdom? They didn't scatter the kingdom because we are disunited. No. They scattered the kingdom because our forefathers allowed voodoo into the system. And remember, I don't want to start preaching the gospel, because the one whom we look up to, Chukwuka Kabiyama, told our forefathers, he said, any day you turn your back against me and you go after the mighty ones which your forefathers know not, and you worship idols and evil spirits, he said, that day I will turn my back against you, and I will allow your enemies to come into your land. They will beat you, they will kill you, they will seize your property, they will eat the good of the land, and you will be there looking at them. They'll take all the good things and they will go away. That's what he told our forefathers. There will be jobs, you will not have job, but enemies will have job. That is one thing. Number two, anybody that tells you that there is a word called Armageddon, there is no word as Armageddon. There is no word as Armageddon. The word which they interpolated and told you is Armageddon is simply Ama Megide Iduani. The conspiracy to undo our leaders. The conspiracy to undo, the conspiracy to remove, the conspiracy to destroy, the conspiracy to hang. They conspired. Who are these people that conspired? I will tell you. And look at some of you who are Urubanisogo.